This is an unboxing video. It's a very boring box from the outside, but it has a very special bit of content on the inside. Hi, I'm Warren Brand and welcome to another Linleys video. Well, inside this box is a live steam Loco, all the way from the Roundhouse company. I bought it through a model shop, Derails. More about those companies in a little while. There's a nice envelope, obviously with the invoice and some welcome information addressed to me. That's rather nice. Inside also, that's very sweet, from Derails, there's a box of chocolates. Please enjoy these sweet treats on us when you're admiring and assembling your new purchase. That is a special feature. Okay, there's a whole load of stuff. Oh, let's chuck out the packaging. And here we go. We have a little box, presumably, that's oil. Now, I've ordered extra oil just because I have nothing to work on to start with. And I'm hoping there are other bits in here as well. So that's steam oil. And here we go. This is Katie. This is the 060 edition. How exciting! Let's have a look to see what they've given me. Standard invoice, hopefully some instructions. I'm going to spend some time looking, checking what assembly I need to do, preparation and whatnot. Now, I have bought some additional upgrades to a few things, hoping all of the various bits I need are in the box here. Nice plastic pouch full of various syringe, some steam oil, cleaning cloth, that's nice, Allen keys, looks like some names, a couple of various changes, maybe a jet, various bits in there, rubber tube. This is a gas injector tube of some sort. Come on, let's get to the exciting bit. Right, this is the control. I bought an upgrade for the radio control simply because I can't cope with running around after the train all the time. Need to work out what all that does. Here we go. These are the instructions. Yes, that's handy. I will spend some time, not like most boys do. I will actually spend some time looking at those instructions. I'll do that later on. Oh, very exciting. Carefully does it. Say hello, Katie. This is obviously the red, or I think they call it maroon version. I have added a little bling, talking to the very, very helpful gent at Derails. He didn't convince me, but he talked me through some options of some upgrades. That's a little extra cost, but not significant, I would say. So this is Katie, principally an 040 tank engine, saddle tank engine. But I do have some additional features. Let's just have a quick look to make sure that I've got those all installed. So principally, yes, this is an 040 tank engine, but you'll see that it's got additional wheel set in the middle. So I opted for the upgrade to include the additional wheel set in the centre, a little extra cost. So this is in fact, as you can see, an 060 tank engine. Now, additional features I asked for were the grab rails. They do look rather smart actually. I'm not sure what the additionality is, but I think it's these two, might be those two as well, I'm not sure. Again, a little extra cost. Now I opted for the brass tops as well, just to add a little bit of extra bling. I'm not sure if they come otherwise black painted. I'm not sure which would be just otherwise black, but I opted for the brass additional features on top. I'm not sure if that has an additional dome over the top of that. Does it come with a dome? I don't see anything. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, is that a dome? There we are. Well, that's rather nice. That's a heavy duty piece of brass. So does that just rest on top? Yep, it just sits there nicely, just rests there. There's not a lot stopping that falling off. There we are, that's very nice. So absolutely, the additional bling of the brass, I think that just adds an extra little kind of fancy dimension to the styling. I think that's a very attractive kind of little model Loco, and I'm pleased I chose the maroon. I do rather like the maroon colour, red, dark red. I have absolutely no idea how it operates. There's obviously this remote control unit as well. I ordered the additional sort of an upgrade to a particular type of radio control. I'm not sure FOS works. I'm not quite sure what that means, but talking with the chap at Derails, it seemed clear that this was an additional feature that would be useful. Okay, let's take a look at some of the functionality with this remote control unit. Obviously, without question, that's the regulator control, so faster, slower and stop. There's an on-off switch here. Batteries are already in. There doesn't seem to be a little pull tab, so batteries are already in. They're the AAAs, 2 of those. That's very good. On, off. Oh yes, little red light. Something's working. I'll leave it off for the moment while I'm fiddling. So that's presumably the regulator control. That's fine. There's a forward function button, a reverse function button, and an F1, so function. Now this doesn't have a steam whistle. I have the option, I understand, of getting a third-party company to do an upgrade to include a steam whistle, but not directly. The advice is that you run it, work it out, check that it functions, everything, sort of a warranty thing, and then send it off to a third-party company for some sort of upgrade to include a steam whistle. I don't know how much that is. I'll consider that in the future. I do quite like the idea of a toot-toot steam whistle. At the moment there is no whistle. Presumably that's what that function is for. So now then, that's that. I wonder whether I'm able to make the servos work. I will just check some of the instructions. You are advised to read the owner's manual fully before attempting to use this model. There may be differences between this and other locomotives. Well, I don't have any others, so it's a complete learning experience for me. Black push buttons, LED indicators. It's well written. So I think what I'll do is I shall engage with the instruction book as it advises and see what I can do in terms of setting up the servos, making a connection with the controller and the receiver. We'll see. Bear with a few minutes. All locomotives are test run before leaving the factory. Yeah, so well, that's good. There's no evidence of, you know, running or getting dirty of any kind, so they've obviously done a good job with the test run. For normal operation, all controls are accessible without the need to remove any parts. However, to give access to the tank, lift the... Oh, that's very, very good. Isn't that good? 2 little brass screws, presumably captive nuts. Battery is already in here, battery pack. Not sure how to access that. Wonder if it's turned on. Oh, there's a switch. Yes, there's a switch here. On. Well, it won't go anywhere because there's no steam. But let's just see whether the transmitter and the receiver, which is presumably in here as well, are bound, are connected with the right sort of logger. Oh, somebody went bop. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, boys with their toys. Here we go. So if I forward, let's go forward. Oh yes, reverse. The gear changes, that is very good. Ah, double bop goes to the center position. Reverse is up, that's okay. Reverse again goes to the center position. That's very good. And that's the servo just on the sort of near side of the Loco there. That's very good. F1, well that doesn't do anything because I don't have any additional functionality. So it's forward and back. And the servo for the, oh yes. And the servo there makes the regulator move. Oh, that is very clever. Presumably it's all adjusted up fine for me. Yeah. Very, very good. Streamlined, and presumably it's easy to control just with the side of the thumb as well. Oh, I do like that. That's smooth. Fabulous. Well, all seems to be basically functioning from the electronics point of view. I'll turn all the electronics off just for the moment. What I forgot to mention was I also added the coal bunker as an upgrade. I'm not sure how the Katie engine comes without the coal bunker, but for the extra, a few pounds, I've asked them to add in the production run the coal bunker, and it does add that just that extra little back feature, which I do rather like. Very, very pleased with my new little live steam Loco. Katie, isn't she a little dream? Well, let's talk a little bit about the process of me purchasing Katie, my first live steam. I say first, one and only at the moment, of course. Whether I buy another one, we'll see. I'd like to. Not a cheap purchase, just over £2,000. Not sure what that is in dollars. And so the process that I followed is basically this. I've been interested in purchasing a live steam Loco for probably well over 10 years. Obviously it doesn't quite fit with the electronic side of my garden railway, but as an additional feature, live steam, obviously I really enjoy going to heritage railway, so live steam was always something to aspire to. I've shown some interest in live steam for quite a while, and been talking to the members, some of the members at the Ickenham Model engineers group that I've visited in Ickenham a few times, and one of the guys there suggested looking at the Roundhouse, and indeed has advised a few things on the remote control sort of facilities as well for some of the features. I contacted Roundhouse. There are other manufacturers of live steam locos of this sort of size, 2 or 3 in the country, I think. I opted for the Roundhouse company just because they seem to be the best well known, but there are indeed many others. I looked at second-hand versus new. Second-hand is obviously a little bit cheaper, but I just fancied something that I could bling and add some embellishments as I chose. So yeah, Roundhouse. I contacted them some months ago and talked to them about some of the options and how they produce the locos in batches and what the batch cycles were, and indeed their website is very useful, providing a lot of that information, what their batch cycles are, some of the costings and some of the updates. It's not normal to buy direct from Roundhouse apparently. I think they do sales, but they recommend using some of their outlets, and indeed on their website they list some of the outlets. I contacted a couple of them, and Derails were incredibly helpful. I talked to one chap there, I've spoken to him a couple of times, many times on the phone actually, and liaised with him by email as well. He made some recommendations, helped me through the decision-making process of some of the bling, as he called it, the additional copper, some of the additional features. Not that he was highly recommending, but he just outlined some of the options and gave me some of the costings. So I said yes to a few things, no to a few other things. So Derails was the company, it's a model shop, very good website as well, very helpful. So I purchased the little Loco through Derails, put the order in 6-8 weeks ago, something like that, with an expected delivery nearer the summer. I had an email last week saying it's early, they've shipped out early, we've got them all ready, would you like to buy it? Yes. Well, I've already offered a deposit, but yes, completed the purchase, and they shipped it out. Spoke to him yesterday and he said, are you in tomorrow? Yes. So I signed for the box just a few hours ago, and here we are having a look at this. So I'd like to give a massive thumbs up to the staff at Derails for helping me through not only the simple purchase routine, but also the advice and guidance about options, about the purchase features. I've got a bit of track, nice new track out the box. Let's put Katie for the very first time, with me anyway. Oh, look at that. You can hear some gurgling. It's mid-gear, so presumably there's no piston kind of pressure issue with that. So mid-gear, that runs just sweet. Very nice. So is there natural braking? Oh, I've got so many things to work out. Let's have a look at some of the other little additional bits that I've purchased. So I've got this kind of gas injector nozzle tube. Not sure quite what that is. Obviously a lot more to learn regarding this. I think that goes onto the top of a gas canister. Not sure where that gets added. Oh yes, I'm not going to push anything. That, I think that's the gas canister there. So that's that. What else have I got in my little packet? Some sort of tube top. Oh, that's for oiling presumably, and that's steam oil, so that needs to go in the water for steam oil. Got some little Loco labels, Roundhouse, that can go somewhere. Not quite sure why it's not already fixed. Some spare nozzles. Is that a spare nozzle there of some sort? Grommets. And this is the watering tube. I think the idea is you draw up water from the supply, put it in the tank, and then I need to draw out a certain amount of water to stop the boiler priming. I think that's very important. Lots to learn, lots to think about. Well, I think I'll leave it there for now. Clearly I'm not going to run it. I need to read up, learn, oil it, follow all the manufacturer's instructions. Well, I hope you've enjoyed following along with this unboxing video of the new Katie live steam loco on the Linleys Garden Railway. There'll be more. Thanks for watching and bye for now.